As a working mom, growing my own food and cooking mostly from scratch, this week I wanted to return to the basics, supporting local farmers, eating seasonally and wasting nothing. I started the week at 6 a.m. in the garden, picking up fresh milk delivered from a local farm. Did you know that over 6,000 UK farms and agriculture businesses shut down in the last year? So buying local isn't just about food anymore. It's solidarity, sustainability and keeping real food systems alive. I always choose full-fat organic milk. It's the closest to milk in its natural form, which makes it perfect for drinking or yogurt making. So I made a big batch of homemade yogurt. The next day I strained it into thick, creamy Greek yogurt and then made jajik with it. After a hearty Egyptian food for breakfast, I went straight into using up the greens I planted, harvested and froze from summer. Bags of herbs and spinach that honestly put a smile on my face. They didn't even need chopping because once you crunch them from frozen, they can go straight into the pot. And with all those iron-rich greens, the only thing that made sense was an Iranian ashares. You can never make a small batch of it. It feeds an army as well as your soul. And this time, my mom said that it tasted just like her. That meant everything. And as the tradition goes, I packed up tubs and handed some out to friends. In a gardener's world, this year was called a master year. This is when fruit trees suddenly produce far more than usual. They do it as a survival strategy. The tree stores energy, then releases a huge crop all at once to make sure enough seeds survive wildlife and weather. Ours were so full. We were picking apples into late November. And although I did a lot of cooking and baking, but the very last batch was juiced. And since nothing goes to waste here, all the scraps and cores went into a jar to become apple cider vinegar. It is important to make sure all the scraps are submerged and the jar is covered with a breathable cloth to let the alcohol escape and the vinegar bacteria do their thing. I had to serve the jajik I had made the day before with something, and nothing was better than a dolma, especially an onion dolma. When I had made a dent in all the rolling, I paused to take the kids into the garden. And honestly, if you had told me we'd be picking blueberries in mid-November, I wouldn't have believed you. Tart or not, the joy on their faces made it worth it. We also pulled a pumpkin and some root vegetables to go into a simple chicken tray bake for dinner. My parents had come over that day to help us prepare for my husband's surgery, so cooking a warm meal was my way of saying thank you. They really do say it takes a village, and this week I felt that more than ever. I used the leftover apple pulp from juicing to make a brownie with a tahini swirl. It was a total experiment. Healthy baking isn't always my thing, so this was okay. We ended the day all around the table, eating the food I'd grown and made with love, and feeling so grateful for the support around us. To finish the week, I made meze Mike's doner kebab at home, such a treat and a family favorite. All the recipes, meal prep, and every garden update is posted on my Substack each week. Your support means I can keep showing up and creating consistently. Comment recipe and I'll send you a link.